start time, but I'm getting started early. And I'm going to promote the Zoom. Okay, let me make sure the audio is coming through. Okay, let me make sure the audio is coming through. Yep. We are live on Facebook. Okay. Let me share this to my group, Facebook group. Come join the live Zoom and ask your questions about AI and video marketing. Okay, and I'm going to put a link here. Okay, so you can always go to zoomwithwaynewallace.com. That'll take you straight to my Zoom calendar, and you can join me on any of those Zoom sessions. These are basically training sessions that are part of my community. So when you join the community, you get involved in training sessions. And in these training sessions, I'm going to teach you how to create better videos for marketing. And ultimately, my goal is to become your video editor. So if you are capturing content with your smartphone the way I tell you to, then you're going to have a lot of content and you're going to need someone to edit your content. That would be me. I've set up this whole program and this whole process to facilitate becoming an editor for you. And I can't become an editor for you unless you're creating content. And you have to create content in the proper ways for me to help you. So if you've got questions, go ahead and type them in the chat. And I'm going to head on over to my Facebook Live so I can see the chat window here. So if you're watching live, go ahead and type hashtag live. If you're watching on the replay, put hashtag replay. Regardless, ask your questions. Come on over to zoomwithwayne.com. And let me put that in the chat again here. Join me live at zoomwithwaynewallace.com. Okay. Still not 11 o'clock. We're still before the start time. So you still have time to join me. Okay. And I'm also going to post a note in the community. The Zoom session is live. Are you coming? And then we'll put a link to no, not that one. Okay. Okay, so I just posted for the members and it should be right at the top of yep, it's at the top of the hour, a minute over. Okay, so today we're going to talk about AI and AI tools and how that can help us with our video creations and our video marketing. So let me bring up a screen here to share, and I'll talk about some things. Okay, let's share screen number one. And let me get my layout. So I'm in the upper corner. And make my full screen so you can see it. Okay. So now you should be seeing my editor, DaVinci Resolve, and anything else I want to put up there. So let's go ahead and bring up this page here. Okay, so this is the community. When you go to marketingyourbusinesswithvideo.com, you're going to end up here. This is the about page. This is, if you've ever used School, this is very much like School, but it's my own community. So I am hosting this community, and there's an announcement board. So I just made the announcement here that the Zoom session is live. And then over here is a calendar. So you can see when all the times and dates are for the different Zoom sessions. And I may be randomly adding in certain days or times or changing certain days and times. So you always want to go to this calendar to see when the next Zoom call is. I'm trying to do them at like every day. So, and then I'm also going to broadcast live on Facebook. So, um, you know, catch it wherever you can. I'll also be posting them on my YouTube channel. So if you go to acedigitalproductions.com, so this is kind of the label that I'm using for all of this type of work. So if you go here at the bottom, there's a YouTube link right here, and it goes to youtube.com/@ Ace Digital Pro. So this is the channel for Ace
Today's
Digital Productions, which is all about video creation, video editing, that type of stuff. So here's a Zoom coaching call that I did yesterday, I believe. Yep, that's yesterday's call. And you can go there and watch it. I'm just trying to put out massive value in the form of education. And like I said, the whole idea is for you to hire me as your video editor, because I can definitely help you create better videos, but I need the content from you to actually edit those videos. So, there's also a learning section here where I'll be adding courses, and some of those will be paid, some of those will be free. So this community is going to build up, and you can find this community by going to marketingyourbusinesswithvideo.com and then scrolling down, and right here it says join our community for free. And that'll take you right to the about page, and you can register and become a member here at marketingyourbusinesswithvideo.com. I am working on so many projects. I've got so many balls in the air. And one of the things that's helping me greatly is AI. So I use AI all the time. So for instance, in my video editing, so yesterday or the day before, I don't remember exactly when, I did a transcription. So this is some video here, and let's go ahead and look and see if we have a transcription of this video. Let me go find it. AI tools. Nope, that's not it. Um, where is my transcription at? So here's a great use of AI. I see myself doing this more and more nowadays. Uh, let's start a new session here with Grok. And I'm going to ask Grok where to find transcriptions in DaVinci Resolve after they have been created. Okay, so you can always ask Grok where to find stuff. So this is really handy. So navigate to the edit or cut page in the media pool, locate the clip you transcribed. Look for a small speech bubble icon on the clip's thumbnail. So let's try that. Let's go over here to the media pool, and I'm going to find in media pool. And then there's a little bubble, a little transcription bubble, right? So now what does it say to do? It says right click the clip and select audio transcription transcribe, and the transcription window will open. Okay. So let me go here and let me go to, what does it say? The AI tools, there it is, audio transcription, transcribe. Okay. So since it's already transcribed, it just shows me the transcription. So this is the transcription window here. And this was all done by AI. So I can even label the speakers. So this,
Okay. Well, go ahead, take a shot, and let's.
that was Anthony speaking. So it says Anthony. And then here's the lady.
No, please don't.
I don't know her name, so I just put Asian lady. Once I find out her name, I'll put it in there.
I guess all the clouds are kind of going north. There was a big thick band of clouds over
So
there.
this is handy because maybe I want to search for something about Dawn. Let's see. No, he didn't say anything about Dawn. Let's see about Shutter. Let's see if he mentioned Shutter. Okay, so here.
So we'll keep our shutter speed a bit faster. So otherwise the bridge is going to be all blurry.
Okay. So that's a good little phrase that I can use to build up some of my audio track. So this is really handy. This is one of the ways that AI is used to um, to help me as an editor, right? Because I need the words. Like I can't just listen to it and remember it all. So let me show you this. So let me find it first and then I can show it to you. So what I did was I wrote a piece of code that transcribed all my video. So let me go here and let me say reveal open file location. Okay. And then we're going to go to transcripts. And we'll open this in a new window. Okay. So these are the transcripts for all the roles of media that you see. Let me close that. So all these roles of media that you see, so they're all in one folder. So they're all in this folder here, high res. Okay, these are all the 198 video clips. So this folder here is all the transcripts of those video clips. So what I did was I wrote a piece of code that went into that folder and it ran a transcription service. I believe it's called Whisper. Let me look here and see. Yeah, no, that's not it. So let me just ask Grok here. Tell me about Whisper for transcribing video. Okay, so Whisper is an open source automatic speech recognition system developed by OpenAI. So you're basically using the OpenAI technology. So what I did was I basically asked AI to create a command similar to this that ran on the whole folder. And it took all of the videos and it created transcriptions for them. So I could do it right here in my editing program. So let's just go to one. Let's go to one that hasn't been transcribed. So like this one right here. This has not been transcribed in the editor. It's been transcribed outside of the editor. So this one is called, let's look at the names here. This one is Paris Day 1, Roll 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to AI Tools and say transcribe. So now it didn't find a transcription. So now it's analyzing the clip to give us a transcription. Okay. So it transcribed this, and it looks like it's just Anthony speaking. Dogs barking. Yeah, so it's just Anthony. So notice how we've also got the time codes over here. So
Not epic, but it's really pretty, huh?
So it gives us the time code of when he says a particular thing.
Watch out for your knees, man. Not epic, but it's really pretty, huh? Those clouds in there. Not much more.
So I've turned video into data. And what can we do with data? We can use code to do things with that data. And we can use code to do work for us, automated work for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to my transcription folder. Okay, so here's my transcription folder. So now I'm going to look for 16 Paris day 1 roll 3. 16 Paris day 1 roll 3. So here to there. So I've got 3 different files. I've got the transcript text. Let me go ahead and open that. And then let me open the JSON file. And then let me open the EDL. Okay. So, this is the EDL is basically a file that is used by the editor to kind of get its timeline and all its settings in place. So this one's really only usable for the editor. So we don't really need that one. This one here is a JSON file that it's basically a structured file. So it gives us the video name, it gives us the start time, the end time of whatever clip we're looking for. So let's say I wanted to use this line right here. So the start time and the end time are right here. And this has got a particular ID. So I can easily have an automated editing system that goes and edits out all of the content that I select. So just imagine if there was a user interface that showed me the transcript and allowed me to put check marks next to all of these words that I want to pull out of that video. So for instance, I could put a check mark next to this. It's not epic, but it's really pretty, huh? And then maybe down here, maybe I want to use this audio. It's amazing. It's Paris. It's just amazing, right? So basically what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm picking out the words that I want to use, and I can write a program that will allow me to pick and choose easily with check marks and say, okay, these are the statements that I want chopped out of that video and put together into another video. So I haven't written that yet, but that's what's possible. Okay. And then over here, it's just a straight transcript. So these are all the words that he says in that video. So this is just good for searching or just reading, but the real power comes in right here in this JSON file. And it would allow me to write a custom piece of code that will go through this file and let me do certain things with it. Okay. Or I could just come right over here to the user interface and I could just do a search. So, I could find this clip right here.
Clouds in there, not much more than that.
And I could be like, okay, I want to start at the beginning of this clip. I want to put a marker right here.
I just want to get those clouds in there, not much more than that. And that cool little car.
Okay. And then I'm going to put another marker here. Actually, let me do it down here.
I just want to get those clouds in there.
Oh, okay. Did the marker move? Seems like it's only letting me put one marker down there. Oh no, there's two. Okay. It's just a visual thing. Okay, so now I've got two markers in here marking those spots. But in order for me to, you know, cut these out, then I have to, go into that clip and I have to, oh, you know what I can do? Let me just do it this way. Let me remove that marker and remove that marker. So let's say I just wanted to grab this and I'm going to put an in point there. And then I should be able to put an out point right there. And then if I go over here and I drag this to here, where's my audio? Oh, I only grabbed the video. Silly me. Okay, so let's bring that here.
That cool little car.
Yeah. So what I did was I just took the part that I wanted, the audio part that I wanted.
Not much more than that. That cool little car.
So this is one way to do it, is to manually just go find this point in time in the video, like right here. So that point in time right there. And let's just go to the scene before it. And I'm going to put an in point there. And then I'm going to go to the scene after it and put an out point. And then I'm going to drag this down in here. So now I've got this clip.
You know, I like that one building with the lights on it.
So his volume's really low, so I'm just going to jack it up here. So here.
Not much more than that. That cool little car.
Okay, so he says that cool little car, right? So here's an example of how I would use this this clip.
That cool little car.
Okay, so right here, and then I'm going to turn off the audio. Oop. Turn off the audio for that one.
Not much more than that. That cool little car.
So when he says that cool little car, then, and this part right here doesn't really matter.
That cool little car.
So he's got a sniffle, right? So we want to cut out that sniffle. So I can actually just cut the audio. So this is part of what editing's all about, is taking out the stuff you don't want.
That cool little car.
And leaving in the stuff you do want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable this audio again, and I'm going to stretch this audio over here.
That cool little car.
So basically what I did was I took the audio background noise from here and I filled it in the beginning where there was silence, and then
that cool little car.
So let's go ahead and find another. Let's see where he talks about Paris. Paris, it's amazing, right? So here.
Amazing if it's Paris. It's just amazing.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this input right here, and I'm going to take this output right there. And then I'm going to drag this clip. Let me maximize my view here.
just amazing.
So I guess I didn't get the whole thing. Let me get the whole thing. Okay, so that's where it starts right here.
What's amazing? It's Paris. It's just amazing.
Okay, so I like that little clip right there. So now I'm going to put it right in front here.
What's amazing? It's Paris. It's just amazing. And that cool little car.
Okay, so there's the start of a little story, right? I'm just doing this on the fly just to kind of show you. But what if you had an AI tool that transcribed all your video and then looked at all that that transcript, the words, and then analyzed it and came up with possible storylines from all those words? Well, that's very possible. Okay. I haven't done it yet, but it's coming real soon, folks. So basically, I'm going to be able to not only edit with words, but I'm going to have an automated system where I can pick and choose the video clips that I want to transcribe and analyze. And then all those clips will be analyzed and it'll suggest to me possible edits that I can do based on the clips that I have. And all kinds of other stuff. Like, it's just crazy what I'll be able to do. So let me check the Facebook and see if we have anybody watching and asking questions. Let me go over here. And let me go here. And like I said, if you want to join the Zoom live and ask questions, you can. Just go to zoomwithwaynewallace.com. That'll take you right to the calendar where all the links are. And then you can join the live Zoom. So nobody's here live on the Facebook, and nobody's live here in the Zoom. But I am going to continue to talk about cool stuff because you may watch this later. Okay, let me just check my audio, make sure we're here, coming through. Yep. You may watch this later. Still coming through. Okay, let me just check my audio, make sure we're here. Okay, so that's some really fun stuff I'm doing with video and AI. There's so much to explore, so much to do, and only so little time to do it in. So let me show you something else that I've been working on. So this is a website that I created. It's by no means done yet, but this is just a very simple, minimalistic website that I created with AI. I just told it, hey, I want something like this. And it gave me exactly what I asked for. And it stylized it. It gave me sections that I can put my photos and videos in. Okay. Even though these pages aren't working. Okay. But the point is that you can use AI to create whatever you want. You can use it to create websites. You can use it to create videos. You can use it to help automate your work, like I was talking about with my transcripts, to go through those and kind of automate some of the manual process that it takes to do editing in the background. I don't want to have AI totally create my video, but I want it to assist me in the editing process, because the editing process is very kind of labor intensive. You have to listen to a lot of content. You have to listen to a lot of audio. You have to make notes. You have to kind of figure out what the content's all about. And then you can start pulling together stories from it. So my goal is to automate that as much as possible. And one of the ways that you also can help automate that is by tagging. So let me close that. So you can see here that let me see if I can go to this frame. I should be able to click on it. Why is it not working? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Much more than that. That cool little car.
No, that's not it. Okay, so let me do it down here. Okay. Okay, now it's working. Okay. So here's a marker that I dropped. Let's talk about markers. So here's a marker that I dropped. See that little blue thing? Well, that marker has the gist of what's going on in this shot. So what I wrote was close up, left side view, Asian lady, workshop student in white coat, taking pictures on street of pointed building. Anthony teaching on street, sidewalk. Okay. So I just put in some basic words that came to mind and phrases that came to mind when I was going through this footage. I just dropped a marker. So what I can do is I can also export these markers. So I don't think I've done that yet. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it real quick. We'll go to our friend Grok, and we'll ask Grok, how do I export markers in DaVinci Resolve? Okay, so that's part of the EDL, right? So let's go here, and I'm going to in the media pool. So I'm going to find this clip in the media pool. And I'm going to let's see what it says. Right click, timelines export. Okay. So right click, and I think I can just do it up here. Yeah, tools. Sometimes they move stuff around. So the reveal in media storage. Let's try it from here. Oh yeah, this is different. Okay. So add clips based on EDLs into media pool. No, we don't want to do that. I think if we just go here to export timeline, we can do it here. Yeah, let's just try this. Let's do an export timeline. That's going to give us the whole timeline. I don't want that. Okay, so I already exported it. So let's look at this, see what this says. Okay, so this only gives us that's only giving us I want the markers from here. So let's export timeline. And I'm going to export photography workshop EDL. And we're going to do that with markers. So we're going to see we're going to see if this one's different. Okay, yeah, that one's different. Okay. So it still doesn't give me a whole lot of information here. It's not the exact information I want. So let's go back over to Grok here. Method 1, export EDL, did that. Okay, method 2, export edit index as CSV, TSV. So click on the 3-dot menu, additional options in the edit index panel. Select markers, all. Export the edit index in the same. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to go to the edit page and look at the edit index. So we're going to go to the edit page. We're in the edit page. And we're going to look at the 3 dots. I think this is what show export log. Okay. In the edit index panel, show markers all. Okay, well, I think all my markers are on. I don't have to do that. I want to select export edit index. I don't think I'm in the right. Let's look at the show all. Yeah, that's there. It's a list view. Edit index. Okay, there we go. That's the one I want. Okay, show all markers, all. Okay. And then we're going to export edit index. That's what we want right there. So we're going to call this, let's just do a comma separated one. And then this will be photography workshop markers. Okay. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to open photography workshop markers.csv. So this is what we want. So let's look through these markers here and see. Okay, right here. So medium shot, right side view, Anthony teaching, Asian lady in white coat, taking pictures. And then if we also, let's do this. Which marker is this? Let's just do, let's do this. Let's do a search for this in our markers. No. Let's just do right side view. Okay. So these are all the right side views, right? So this is the one that I was just talking. No, this is the one here. This is the medium shot. Okay. And the start time is right here. 2:35:17. So here it is right here. 2:35:17. So this is the marker that's right here. So as long as I'm putting markers in with the right information, and what I can do is I can actually make this information better. I can come up with a system for my markers. So down here, I can put medium. So medium shot. Oh, I guess about right. So I just know that anytime I see medium in the keywords, then it is a, and then down here, I can put right side view, right? And then I can put here, Anthony teaching. And then I can put student taking pictures. So these are all keywords. So maybe in the notes here, I can put some notes about this shot. So let's just watch this.
It doesn't touch it.
A little bit does.
Okay. So let's watch it from here.
It doesn't touch it.
A little bit does. A little bit there.
Yeah.
Well, you can go a bit more, but you're going to lose saturation in the sky.
Okay.
It's a nice composition. I mean,
What else would you do though?
Okay. So it's a very usable shot. So it's a good length of time that the videographer was hanging on that shot, and I could either use the audio or not. So it just depends on what I want to do. So here I can just put a basic description, Anthony teaching student. Okay, so that's just a basic, and I can put student in white coat, right? Because maybe I'm searching for all the footage that's got the lady in the white coat, teaching student, and then I'll just put lady in white coat. So this doesn't give me all the information, but it gives me just enough information when I'm reading that in the viewer here. And then I can put some notes here. I can say, good clip to use for showing Anthony working with students and working with student teaching the art of photography. Okay, so this is really a kind of a flushed out marker set here. So the better the detail in your markers, the more information you're going to have. And I'm also going to put lady in white coat. I'm going to put student. Student lady in white coat. And I'm just going to put Asian lady in white coat. And actually, let's just do this. So here's where you start thinking about, you know, how you're going to use this information later on. So I'm going to put student taking pictures, and then I'm going to put Asian lady in white coat. I'm going to say done. Okay, so now if we look at this, actually I can't slide it over, so let me just slide this over. So this is where all the information lives now, right? So this basic name here just gives me a little bit of info. And then later on, I could search for white coat. And it's going to show me all the places where the lady with the white coat is, right? So the point is, let me go ahead and export this again. Let's see, how do we do that? We went to edit index and we did export. And we're going to export it to that with markers.csv. And we're going to replace the current one because I'm already here, right? So this is the new information about that marker. Dawn workshop role number 1. It's a blue marker. I could even use the color-coded markers for different meanings. So let's just say blue is my edit, my possible edit. So Anthony teaching student, okay, lady in white coat. Good clip to use for showing Anthony working with student, teaching the art of photography. Medium, it's a medium shot. Student taking pictures, Asian lady in white coat. Anthony teaching right side view. So the more descriptive I am in my markers and in my descriptions and in the information that I put, on this clip, the easier it is for AI to look at all this data and come up with possible scenarios and edits, right? So the point is yeah, AI can look at a clip and analyze a clip and get information about that clip, but it can't do the kind of stuff that I'm doing right now. Possibly, maybe, I don't know, just have to see what AI does. But me as an editor, I'm giving context to the clip that eventually later AI can use that context. So it's all about context. If you don't give AI the right information, then it's not going to create the best output. Okay. So it's all about context. So I'm actually, really digging in here and learning how to provide AI with better context so it can do more for me. And this is really the service that I want to offer you as a potential customer of mine. When you become a customer, I'm not only throwing together an edit, like I'm not just doing that. What I'm doing is I'm cataloging your video, your information. So over time, as we work together over time, we're going to build a library. So let me show you this over here. So this library of footage that I have, okay, it was from my master's program. It's 2 years worth of footage of Anthony the photographer. So just imagine if you had someone following you around for 2 years, capturing all the footage, what kind of library you would have. And then you could give that library to someone like me, and I could go through it, and I could create story after story after story and content for days for your social media. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that really want to take their social media game to the next level with storytelling. And yeah, it's going to be, you're going to love it. So get in touch with me if you're seeing this, and we can chat and you can join my program. So I have to go get ready to pick up one of my clients. I drive some people around. So I have to go get ready for that. But let me just see if there's anyone asking any questions here on the chat. No, no questions here. So thank you for watching on the replay. Go ahead and let me know you watched, and hope you learned something. And while I've got a couple minutes here, let me just kind of show off something else that I've been doing. So let me see if I can find it here. Alexa, I forget which phone's listening here. I was talking to Alexa, but I meant Siri. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. So here it is here. And here it is here. Okay. So let me show you something else I've been doing with AI, which you may be excited about. I am. Okay. So every morning and every evening now, I do a tarot card reading. And it's just been something simple I've been just playing around with. And basically what I do is I just take my little Gorilla tripod and I set it up in front of my laptop, and then I do a tarot card reading. So let me go to my video here. So there's the video. of me doing a tarot card
Sounds like a
reading.
game changer for tarot folks.
Buddha. So I get Grok to help me. And then what I do is I take pictures of the cards that I draw. So for example, this was yesterday. So here is card 1. Here, actually, well, no, this was today. Yeah. So this is today's reading this morning. So here's card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4, card 5, card 6. And now this is my version of the website that's running locally. Right here, it's running on my server. And I have certain privileges, like I can create a new reading and I can upload my cards, and then I can actually move cards around. So let's say I wanted to move, this card to the number 1 slot. I could do that. I can edit information about the cards or the questions or the intentions of the reading, and then I can publish it. So what I've been working on is the publishing part. So I'm using AI to code all this. Okay, this whole website, all the code behind it has all been written by AI. I have not written one line of code, but I have this full-blown website. So this is the exported website, and what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to create the reading on my computer with the live server website, and then I'm going to create a static HTML version to upload to the server that's live. So that's what I'm doing here. So this is a static version. It's just a HTML page living on my hard drive, and it's called Wallace Static, right? So it's just a static website. But I can go in here and I can say, oh, hey, look, here is today's reading. And then this was from last night. So the dates aren't quite right yet, but I'll figure all that out. So here's the video I did with my phone that's uploaded to YouTube. And then here's the cards. So I took a picture of the cards and then I uploaded them. And then I used AI to figure out what the cards mean. So this is the 8 of Swords. This is the picture I took. I had AI analyze the card and go out into its knowledge base and figure out what the 8 of Swords meant. And then it gave me this information here. So this is all content provided by AI. I didn't write this. The only thing I did was upload a photo, and I didn't even tell it what card it was. It had to figure it out. So then I'm going to have a history of all the readings that I do. And then what I'll also do, as you quite know now, I can get the transcription of this audio, of this video. So down below, I'll put a transcription of the video right here on the website. So I'm just using tarot as kind of a subject, but I'm using AI and I'm using video and I'm using audio and I'm using all these different tools that we can also use for our business. So just imagine that you're a dog walker. I keep on using dog walker because it's such a good example. Let's say you walk dogs and that is your profession, and you're going to capture video. Boom, boom, boom. You're going to capture video of you walking dogs, playing with dogs, bathing dogs, just having fun with dogs. And maybe on your website, you want to do something like this. You want to have like a video and you want to talk about what's happening in that video and there's context to that video. Well, instead of just posting one simple video to YouTube or to social media, like I did with this. So if you go to this link right here, this is just a video I posted on YouTube. I did nothing special with it. I didn't put any descriptions in there. It's gotten 2 views already. But I really haven't done anything with it on YouTube, right? But over here on my website, I've got a whole kind of context to go with that video. And I can even expand that context and do even more with it. So think about this small example for your business. What could you do, or what could we do to take your usage of video and AI to the next level and provide really useful information to people? And that's actually what I'm going to help you with. So let me show you this other thing I'm working on. I got so many balls in the air. So I'm going to go to local businessnow.com. So localbusinessnow.com is a website I created with AI. Okay. It's a very simple website at this point. And my whole idea here is to give business owners free listings on localbusinessnow.com. And eventually I'll have different cities, like I'll have a / Vegas or / LA or / whatever. So right now it's just got a couple sample listings. And then down here you fill out your info to get on my list for when I go live. So basically, I just ask for your basic contact info, your company, your website, stuff like that. And then I'm in the process of designing this whole website, how it's going to look and feel and act. And then you'll be able to do things like I just did. You'll be able to take pictures and upload them to your profile. And then AI will come in and do some things with your photos and your videos and provide more context. So I got great ideas. So if you want to be a part of this, then go to localbusinessnow.com and fill out that contact form, and I will include you in the launch. So I don't know exactly when it's going to launch, but I'm working on it. Okay. So I got to go get ready to go. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed that. Leave me a comment. Let me know in the comments that you watched. And I will see you on the next Zoom.